this thing. If you want the work, you'll get a knock on your door any minute.
This is awkward. I don't know. Anyways, hello everyone, welcome to, Red Dead Redemption 2. This isn't it? No? Oh. Okay. Yeah, one of our, assistants have told me that this isn't Red Dead. Oh, it's over there. Okay. Can we at least dress like a cowboy? Yeah. Okay. Now, you listen here. This is your old friend Arthur Morgan, and we're gonna go to Saint Denis. Yeah, I do make a horrible impression of that, don't I? In unrelated news, Beyblade Burst is out now, and Bakugan's back. Yippee. Also, can I break in the Arthur voice for just 1 second? Yeah? Okay. Money! We need the money! Yeah, that's... I also forgot to get on my stream. Oh boy. I got a goddamn plan. This is Arthur Morgan, not Dutch. For a quick breather, we have some new guns in the game. One of them I already have, which is the Up and Atomizer, otherwise known as. Hey everybody, check out this new ray gun I got. Whoops. I didn't know the safety was off. The two other guns are in ammunition. Okay. You call me an idiot.
We need to get out of this associate consulting.
Hey. Oh shit. All I did was... Apparently ray guns are able to kill somebody while holding the... I have never seen that trick before. Literally, I've never seen it. Wait, also... Oh wait, that's my bank. Ah, shit. It's the damn Pinkertons. I think Roger Clark does a way better Arthur voice than me, considering the fact that he voiced Arthur. What do you mean, fuck me? ray guns, man. This is hilarious. Got a whole bunch of police chasing after me. I got a pistol that has essentially unlimited rounds that can literally fling people away. Like so. Oh. Oh look! An easy target.
Listen, this is Tony Prince. I'll cut straight to the chase. I heard you were a savvy investor, shall we say? Yes, I like that, a savvy investor. I'm not such a savvy investor. I was gonna open up a chain of venues, only that's all gone to shit. Again. But head over to foreclosures.mazebank.com and buy one out of foreclosure. I can open you the best nightclub in the whole state. Anyway, seriously. And so you don't think I don't understand, where there's nightclubs, there's cash. And when there's cash, there's money that can be washed. Anyway, think about it. For the love of all that is fine in this world.
That's a dramatic way to die. He's just like... Yeah, the up and atomizer. The most amazing weapon in existence. And people can bitch all they want about how, oh, we're getting futuristic weapons in GTA now? First we have a gliding bike, then we have a flying car, blah, blah, blah. Listen, GTA takes place in a fictional world. I know it's based on Los Angeles and whatnot, and there are cars in the game that are based on real ones, with multiple characteristics from multiple vehicles. That doesn't mean it has to be entirely realistic. You can have some fun and have some fictional stuff as well. For example, that car has a variant called the Runner 2000, which is based on the Kit 2000, which just so happens to be from Knight Rider, and that's what the car is based off of. I have no problem with that. Did I think it was overpowered when it first came out? No. Honestly, nothing in this game is overpowered. With the notable exception of an overall cannon. Overall cannon. Yeah. It's cool, but it's literally like... I sounded drunk whenever I was watching, like, the playback, you know. But, getting back into the meat of it. First things first, I don't have the money to buy either of these weapons, so you're gonna have to bear with me. This thing, right here. The Unholy Hellbringer. Otherwise known as... Wow, I didn't know they had Doom's weapons. Actually, reminds me more of the Turrican blaster that you have in, like, Turrican. And this thing is literally just a souped up minigun.
I got all liquored up and hit my wife's car with one of those.
What? Also, why haven't they released a Mark II sniper? I know there's the heavy sniper, but I'm talking about the standard sniper. Also, yes, I have a Marksman Rifle Mark II. I have no regrets. And yes, that same span, I'm gonna say it. People have the right to use whatever weapons they want in this game, even if you think it's overpowered. They're not gonna nerf a weapon, and they're certainly not gonna remove a vehicle in the game like the Death Bike, just because, oh, it's overpowered in Arena War. Here's why it's overpowered. It's small. It's fast. It's perfectly usable. And it's a bike. Seriously. Like, people could gripe all they want about how, oh, well, this thing is more powerful than this thing. This needs to be removed. They're not gonna remove a vehicle that they announced, for one thing. Second of all, they're not gonna remove a vehicle just because people think,
oh, it's overpowered. It has rocket launchers.
Listen, there's a reason why vehicles have weapons, or certain ones. And there's also a reason why the laser guns in this game are essentially just souped up machine guns. Also, I just now noticed that I survived the bounty placed on me. Never mind, I thought that was the bounty, it was just $2,000. But, going back to what I was saying, these two weapons, the new ones, those are literally just reskins of the combat machine gun and the minigun respectively. The only difference, I think it's just the firing rate. Because, yeah, I think the firing rate on the, no, they're both the same, stat-wise. They're probably thinking, does that make them useless? No, actually, it's not making them useless, it's more of a novelty item. Like, it's more like, well, if you want to buy it, it's there, but you don't necessarily need it. It's not like, oh, you have to have this for a certain thing. It's more like, it's cool if you have one, but you don't necessarily need it because it's literally just a reskin of two weapons that have been in the game since the very beginning. But the Widowmaker, not that one. It is literally a reskinned minigun with lasers, which is the coolest friggin' thing ever, like, in the history of ever. This, it has 3 barrels on it, but it only shoots 1 laser, which is out of the top. But the best thing out of both these weapons, of course, this thing being a futuristic minigun that shoots lasers,
Freaking laser beams!
no reloading, as with the minigun. This thing right here, the reason why it's good versus the machine gun, you don't have to reload it! That is awesome! Finally, we don't have to worry about, oh, I got this laser gun, I'm gonna have to reload the drum. No. Maximum amount of rounds it can hold. Technically 10,000. Okay, it's one off, but it holds like up to 9,999 rounds. Same with this. So you're probably thinking, okay, so do you recommend them? Well, what I'm about to say may sound like, oh, I hate these weapons, but I don't recommend them for like, oh, you need these, but for those who like cosplaying in the game like I do, hello, I'm a furry, I dress up as one of my personas a lot, then the opportunity is there. But other than that, if you're looking for like, oh, the next cutting edge weapon, the weapons surpass Metal Gear,
When society's drastic reordering
that
occurs,
last
weapons
joke,
will be currency
that
and
last
I
thing was a joke.
will be a fucking
But
millionaire.
if you want to use these for, I don't know, like missions and stuff, then certainly I think the opportunity is there, especially with the Unholy Hellbringer. Gee, that sounds like something from Doom. But all I'm saying is, personally, I kind of recommend them, but not really. Like, it's cool to have them. I don't have them, obviously, because I haven't bought them. Otherwise, it would say, or it would show the symbol that I bought it. I do want to buy them, though. I really do want to buy them.
Well, the breakdown of society is inevitable, friend. Hope you'll be ready.
Thank you, Uncle Cletus. But, all I'm saying is, if you want to buy them, that's fine. If you don't want to buy them and would rather wait for maybe a sale or until you have the money to buy them, that's fine. You don't have to purchase them. Because for one thing, I don't think there's ever been a mission in the game that needs you to have, like, a weapon. I mean, in story mode, there was this thing where, actually, hold on. I'm gonna look this up real quick to see if this was fixed in the enhanced version. Alright. Alright. First meet GTA 5. Also, for those wanting to get research for the newest stuff in GTA or just the story mode stuff, I'd highly recommend checking out GTA Wiki. They're an excellent source on information for stuff. But if there's any information that someone tells me, like, oh, I don't think you mentioned this, but there's this hidden feature that this thing has, then I'll credit them where credit is due. Just like I did whenever I was going to do the live coverage of the Game Awards. I originally wanted to do the OBS thing, and I gave credit to my friend Jesse. Anyways,
You ever killed a man? I won't tell. Honest.
I've killed a man in the game, but not in real life. Literally, I'm a pacifist in nature. Oh, never mind. I was checking to see if there was anything I might need to know about the mission Fresh
Don't
Meat,
you just want
which
to
is the
shoot
mission.
those gun law protesters in the face?
Actually, yes, I would. But, on the GTA Wiki for the trivia, it says, upon helping Michael, Franklin will always throw a combat pistol to him, even if he doesn't have one in his inventory.
All your post-apocalyptic needs under one roof.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about needing a weapon. Oops. But, all I'm saying is you don't need these weapons. They're literally just reskins of the combat machine gun / combat machine gun
There's a
Mark
weapon
II.
that'd part the Red Sea.
But without reloading. As for the Widowmaker, again, not to confuse people with the Widowmaker from Overwatch, which I'm actually thinking about getting back into that game. Thinking about it. I didn't say I was gonna do it, but certainly the thought's still there. But this is just a reskin of the minigun, only with 4 barrels and a really cool looking design. Also, I can't believe this wasn't mentioned in the GTA Wiki. Anyone ever notice how this thing looks kind of phallic? Look, you got those 2 little tank things right there. Kind of looks like a pair of something or others. Actually, hold on. I just now realized something. Trying to see if they had anything to the trivia, but no. But, yeah, this is another example of Rockstar's crude humor, which I have nothing against, because I love crude humor. After all, Deadpool did it, and it worked out just fine. This thing, however, just looks like any ordinary futuristic laser gun, which is awesome.
Protect yourself and have a nice fucking day.
You too, sir. Okay, sure likes to say the word fuck a lot. But, the only difference between all three of the weapons that are in this DLC, this thing has unlimited ammo, and it can literally make people fly.
Hey, it's Paige Harris.
Also get phone
I
calls
work with
with it.
Lester Crest. I basically run things over there while he takes credit. Anyway, I've got a new sideline you might be interested in. High-end scores, taken elegantly, using the latest tech. Only problem,
Latest
you need
tech.
somewhere to store our nerve center. If you ever start a club with Tony Prince, I'll give you another call.
Wasn't that the car I was shooting at earlier? The windows are gone.
Hey, you know, I can't say too much because they're listening. But there's more to those hangars on Maze Bank foreclosures than you might realize. You buy one, you buy me. Well, I mean, you buy a partnership with me. We'll go in together on the air freight business. Now, how's that sound, huh? Hello? Hello? You there? Oh, God damn it. I hate cold calling.
Oh yeah, also something else. Considering who's in office right now, boy, do we need those Republican speeches? Rule number one, folks, never bring politics in the game. I know Sonic Fox did it at the Game Awards. I have nothing against that, by the way. Because he was just saying he's queer, he's a furry, he's black, pretty much everything a Republican politician hates. It's a joke. He's joking. He's not trying to make some kind of excuse to say, oh yeah, I'm bringing politics into games now. The only time politics have ever been involved in video games is when it was after the Columbine shooting, when they were like, well, we need to put a ban on violent video games or whatnot. That was 1999, by the way. I don't remember it because I was only 2 then. But later on down the line in my life, I do remember hearing about it. And it was actually through YouTube at first, but then I heard a little bit more about it at high school one year. Because, and this may sound like a joke, but it's really not when you actually think about it. So, April 20th. People always associate it with, dude, I'm so high. But there's other reasons why that date has significance, other than the happy green leaf. For one thing, it also happened to be the birthday of a rather infamous, no, I shouldn't say infamous, I should say evil and cruel-hearted human being that I'm glad is dead, and I hope they're roasting in hell. I'm talking, of course, about Adolf Hitler. That is actually the birthday. And what else happened on April 20th in 1999? That'd be the Columbine shooting. And you're probably thinking, okay, well, you mentioned Doom, and you mentioned the Columbine shooting, and you mentioned your high school. Was there some kind of thing where a guy was talking? Yeah, but he never mentioned Doom. He actually mentioned Adolf Hitler and his birthday just so happening to be on that date. So basically, he was saying the kids got that idea because of his birthday and not necessarily, you know what I mean, right? So people can gripe all they want about how, well, video games this, video game that. Carl! I like how your last name is Roblox and you said I got Roblox now. I mean, I have Roblox on my Xbox, I have it on my phone. I was about to point at my laptop, but it's right in front of me right here. TV remotes! They point! But, I have it on my laptop as well, although I primarily play it on Xbox. Oh, on PC, yeah. I mean, I'll play it on PC sometimes, but not a whole bunch. But, yeah, so... all I'm saying is, people, anytime someone blames video games for violence and whatnot, because, believe it or not, that actually happened last year on, February 14th, which just so happened to be my birthday. So, Roblox made a spacewalking game that looks like Star Fox 2. Whoa. Actually, I'm gonna try that at some point. But, like, if y'all remember, there was a shooting that happened, that just so happened to be on my birthday. And no, I'm not saying, oh, Valentine's Day isn't real, it's just my birthday. No, it is the real date. That is a real thing. It's been 2 or 3 months since I've actually... I mean, I've played it lately, but I've just been playing it on Xbox One. Oh yeah, I also got back into Minecraft recently. Because I have the Switch version and I have the Xbox One version. Got the Switch version recently. And the Xbox version. I've been offline on Steam and Xbox for about oh, okay. Okay. Anything else that's new? But, basically, whenever that shooting happened, Trump was like, yeah, well, it's obviously them violent video games. Oh, there's the money. But, he basically had this video compilation of, like, video games that he saw were violent, which they were. But here's the thing.
Listen, Tony Prince again? The Tony Prince?
Really, like...
You know me, Mason at 9.
Oh, wait, Tony.
Prince of Liberty City. Of course you know. Like I said, I need help. I need help pretty badly. Things have turned to shit in my life again. I was launching a brand,
like,
and all the properties are up for sale. Please,
someone who's
for the love
currently
of
at
all that is
162,
unholy and unpleasant and desperate,
I'm not that popular.
Buy one, and we will open up the best nightclub the West Coast has ever seen. And we will launder more dirty cash than you thought possible. Foreclosures.
Oh, you mean like going to Big
That's where you want to go.
I don't even know if I'll ever get a chance to go there, because for one thing, I don't have a bank account, so I can't pay online. And if I tell my papa, hey, I would like to do this, I'd probably need to have like a relative or a really close friend with me. So, the chances of that are pretty low. Just fun. Let me check. Alright. 6 months. I mean, I saw him online not too long ago. Not like today, but like kind of recently. My friend Cowboy's online, so I could probably invite him. Ask him. Alright. I think the last time they were online was, Yeah, it's 4 days ago. So they've been on recently. Homeless and Blackfoot Cat comes. Aww. Right, now I'm starting to think about your cat, Star Fox. I miss him. I miss the kitty. Oh. Oh, I thought you said you were homeless. You were talking about the cat. Thinking about giving it a home? 'Cause, I'm sure if it likes you, then maybe it'd like to go home with you. That cat looks starving too. Should probably give it plenty of stuff to eat, so that way it stays healthy. Also, I got an insurgent recently from the festive stuff. Bad news is, I don't have the money to do the... Like, what I want to do is, if I could show this. What I'm wanting to do is, first I want to renovate this, but I want to turn this into that. But, I don't have the money for that, sadly. I mean, I might get the money at some point in the game, and once I get it, I'll do that, and then I'll be able to upgrade the insurgent pickup. That's the insurgent I was talking about. That. Not the old one I used to have, Spartan. But yeah, once I get the pickup custom, I will customize it, make it look all nice and spiffy, make it all Spartan-ish. But, ah!
Hey.
Okay. What I was trying to say is, I'll make it look like a newer Spartan. First, I still have the license plate and everything, but I'm also gonna see if I can take it to the arena workshop, because I know the pickup custom will be considered a custom vehicle, personal vehicle. So because of that, I'll be able to store it in my garage. I won't be able to rename it, but that's okay, because the license plate will be more than enough to rename it. But, after all that, Spartan Mark II is ready to roll. And yes, I called it Mark II. It used to be called Spartan's Combat Mode, but honestly, I think the new Spartan is ready to rock and roll. And, I was actually thinking about putting a minigun on it, but then I was like, do I really want to put my effort into all that research in like public lobbies full of griefers and tryhards and whatnot? Plus, I've read into it, and started to disappoint people who like miniguns, but you're gonna be disappointed. Insurgent pickup custom. Yeah. Yeah. According to the GTA Wiki, the minigun isn't as powerful as the standard machine gun, so I'm gonna leave that on there. But the firing rate on the minigun being much higher will more than definitely help it. But yeah, just not putting my effort into that. Why, hello, madam. I don't know.
Give me a shout if you have a question.
I really need to update that. Seriously. Oh. Wait, did I even get the... Okay, yes I did. And yes, I know the stream is, you know, me trying to be a cowboy and whatnot. I keep saying whatnot. You know what my dad's gonna do? He's gonna tip one of those girls to put their whatnots on my head. I sound like a cowboy handkill. Dang it, Bobby, we need to be home before sundown, or I'm gonna brand the cattle. If mannequin, then you can do. That wasn't in the script. Fucking it is now.
Your wish is my command.
What? Also, I think other people might have gotten the idea for a Doom Guy outfit far before me, because there's a YouTuber I watch called Dat Saintspan, and basically what they did was they have this Fashion Friday thing on YouTube, and I think it's just like a best outfit series. And one of the outfits just so happened to be a Doom Guy outfit. And the first image they showed was a helmet and mask glitch, which was the, if I could show it off. It's in Arena War. But it's basically this thing's mask with, I think it was that, or it wasn't this either. It wasn't
I'm
this.
here to help.
I think it was this actually. But whenever I first saw it, I was like, dude, that's even better than any of the outfits I've done. Like, seriously, it looks really good. Like, far better than mine. Oops. And like, there was another thing that was more simple because it was basically the same thing but with like a different helmet, and this was one of the helmets that was showed off. Like, I prefer this one because it's kind of closer to the newer Doom Marine,
That's a
but
particularly good price.
seriously, this looks so cool. And what's even better is I think they have accessories in this store, don't they? No, they don't. Tops, 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 tops. Oh wait, I had gloves. I forgot. yeah, there's this sort of
We have more in the back. Thanks.
like,
Hope you have a great day.
it was really cool to see that, because it was like, oh, maybe I was the only person who knew about this kind of stuff, but no. Apparently, other people who are huge fans of Doom, but if it's one thing I do have against Death Saints fan regarding that video, Doom, okay, I can forgive him about calling the enemies in the game aliens, because they are, in a sense, alien, as in they're foreign, but, hey Craig, wait, have you been on my channel before, or are you new? Because if you're new, then thank you for stopping by, but if you've been on my channel before watching my stuff, then thank you for stopping by again. But, he called the enemies aliens, and I'm like, okay, I get why he would call them aliens, because technically they are foreign creatures. Oh, okay, well, welcome to my channel. But, what I'm trying to say is the enemies in Doom are demons, but I get what he means by aliens, but at the same time, I think he mentioned that he's never played Doom, and I'm like, why didn't you play it? It's $20 on console. I think it's like, hold on, let me check on how much Doom is on Steam. Although, I think, Bethesda won't be doing the, I just went on to YouTube by accident. I'm gonna go on to, store, search. Alright, let me search it up. Doom. Yes, $20 on there. Also, it says it came out May 12th, 2016, when it came out May 13th, but... Oh, thank you. I guess it's because of midnight releases, but at the same time, midnight is technically just starting like a new day, so, yeah. Also, I'm not even bothered by the fact that your character's arm just clips through the geometry of the clothing, because, like, it's not like it's gonna change the animation style whenever you like put on new clothes. It's the same thing regardless, but it doesn't bother me, because for one thing, we're talking about a game that's at least 5 years old. Actually, it's going on 6 this year. And no, it's... I was about to say this doesn't mean, oh my god, he said 6, that means we're getting GTA 6. I am aware that GTA 6 might be in development. I don't work for Rockstar, but I am aware that people are theorizing that GTA 6 may be in development. Rockstar hasn't announced it yet, but we do know that it is in development. For one thing, Dan Houser, one of the Houser brothers of Rockstar, did say that if he did have the game ready, he wouldn't want to release it now, considering the political climate at the time, so I can get behind that. So, while I am aware that GTA 6 is in the talks and being developed, that doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, we're getting it this year or something like that. Because for one thing, Rockstar just released Red Dead back in October last year in 2018. At some point, yeah, but not this year. It's probably going to be like 2020 something. So, in a sense, kinda, but at the same time, not really. All I'm saying is, Dan Houser did mention GTA 6, but that doesn't mean he confirmed that it's coming out soon. He just said that if the game was ready to be released at this point in time, he wouldn't want to release it now because of, you know, political stuff. So, no, it's not coming out, at least not yet. We don't know when it will be released, but all I know is if and when it gets released, it'll probably be like 2020 something, like, I don't know, 2021, 2020, I don't know. Like, I'm not a master at game development or analysis or anything like that. I'm just someone who observes and all that stuff. Like, analysts are more like people who journal everything that goes on in the gaming world, and if there's anything that's in the talks that they hear about, they will report on it. I'm not an analyst, I'm just a guy who loves playing games. What's the time for me? It is currently 10:10 p.m. 10:10 p.m. Ba-da-da-da-da. So, special guest star.
We gotta get out of here.
Damn it. Pew! Oh, so you're like, I mean, it's 10:11 now, but it means you're probably on the East Coast side, so you're like somewhere like Florida or something. You know, like the Eastern Standard Time. Because for me, since I live in Texas, it's like Central Standard Time, so yeah. Dude, this is like a pistol shotgun. I just walked right up to that guy and just blew him away. Or in a literal sense, it is literally a hand cannon. Only it shoots energy balls instead of, you know, pew pew guns. I guess the weapon loses its power, like, depending on range. Because, see, I was right there behind that guy and I killed him. Oh, okay. I guess you guys share, like, the Eastern Standard Time with the... Is it weird that, as old as I am, because I'm like 21 years old, I never quite understood how time zones work? I always thought it was like, oh, if you're somewhere in the States or something like that, but I think it's like just based on, like, I don't know. They didn't teach us that stuff very well in school, believe me. And I'm not even making an excuse or anything like that, because... let me search this up, because seriously, I don't want to sound like an idiot. I mean, I already sound like an idiot. Scientists use this information by the planet in 24 seconds or 10 seconds. Sections. Yeah, basically time zones are just, you know, I don't know. And I'm not saying I'm lazy either, it's more like, if they would have taught us this stuff better in school, because like in elementary school they kind of taught us stuff like that, but at the same time, they didn't teach us any more about this stuff in like middle school or even high school. And not only that, but I know this has nothing to do with time zones. Can I just say that I never learned the basics of math until middle school. So whenever I got into middle school, I was really crap at math. And not only that, but I sucked in high school too, in math. But miraculously, I was able to get through it. But all I'm saying is time zones are a confusing thing to me, although I kind of know how they work. It's just depending on, like, what part of the world you're in. But, like, I don't even know all of them. I know my time zone, I know Pacific Standard Time, which is where California and stuff is. I know Mountain Time, which is, like, New Mexico and all that stuff. There's Eastern Standard Time, which is, you know, East. Seriously. It's just something that I find confusing. Oh, hey! Look! Oh. Actually, yeah, it's on this wooden table I got recently. Not got, I didn't buy it, but my papa put it in my room recently. And once I get a gaming computer, if I get one, I'll probably have it set up on there. Once I clear out the space underneath it. So this gun is so fun. Proof that gun is fun. Also, Ruiner. Say hello to being ruined. Perfect. God, I love this gun. Seriously. Like, this is the best gun in the game. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm not talking about damage, because damage-wise, it's like, I guess. The whole point of it isn't to, like, be the strongest weapon in the game. Did I call it a vehicle by accident? I think I did, but the gun isn't designed to be, like, the most powerful thing in the universe. It's more for shits and giggles, so, for example, yeah, you don't have to worry about ammo, because once you buy it, all you have to do is just shoot, wait for it to charge, and then shoot some more. Oh, hey guys, guess what? the whole point of it is to like ragdoll people. Like you can even do it to yourself, and you won't have to worry about losing ammo. Watch. Yeah, that's all you do is just flop around like a fish. Yeah, it's awesome. I actually didn't buy it. It was actually a festive surprise gift that I got. Because if you, like, at first what they did was the business battles thing where you could either win sweaters or if you're very lucky you could get this gun in a festive look. But I actually just waited until the next day, I think it was the next day, when it would be given to players for free, like it would be one of the gifts, and it's awesome. But as for the actual price of it, but if I may look it up. Anatomizer, there it is. There it is. It's a ray gun according to the GTA wiki. Republican Space Rangers Special, fresh from the Galactic War on Socialism. No mag, no ammo, no mag, just one brittle energy pulse after another. If you want to buy this thing, as I say, Christmas Day login, it's literally just $1 under the, not just $1, it's literally just under the, $400,000 mark, so, yeah. You show me your house of cards. Okay. I'll just take this car because it's not damaged. Was not damaged. I just broke a window. Okay, it's slightly damaged. As for cars in the game, I actually don't have any because I sold them. Oopsies. But, I mean, I could buy an elegy. Because elegies are, like, free. In fact, I think I'll do that. This in white because I really like the color white.
Well, fine. I guess I'll just... Hey, man. Oh, hey, attention! What the hell, man? Shit! Hey, throw me that beer! Hey, buddy! We should go to the dungeon. Oh, no! Let's go there.
Whatever.
But the bad news about the gun,
Now, just to warn you, I can eat my
what, the elegy or this car?
when I go back for 7.
Because if you want me to put the elegy in blue, I can definitely do that. It's not too expensive. Unless you get, like, more fancy color varieties. Just a prank, bro. I'd say that. Yeah, the elegy, okay. Beep. Sorry, I was looking at a duck. There's no animals in GTA Online, don't worry. I was just saying that to be a joke. Ruiner! I could buy one if I wanted to. Because the Ruiner, I think, is just like 10,000. There's also another car in the game called the Futo, which used to be just a random car that you'd find, but it's available in the game for literally $9,000. that was an accident pulling out the phone, but that pedestrian is the luckiest son of a bitch ever. I just did a drifting turn onto this road, and I nearly hit them. Okay. I don't know if you know this, but the elegy is based on... Okay, game. It's based on the Nissan GTR, but pretty sure everyone knows that, because, wow! I was gonna say, because Rockstar, for their cars in the games of GTA, they like to base them on real-life cars, but also take other characteristics from other cars. Like, for example, the Elegy, like I just said, it's based on the Nissan GTR, but some of the parts to it are actually based on Infinity cars. Like, I think the headlights are and the taillights are. But as for the retro custom, those are based exclusively on different generations of the Nissan GTR. Okay. I just wasn't aware. What I plan on doing for the Roner once I buy one is, if I have enough money, I'll customize it in my Arena Workshop, because right now the Arena Workshop is the only place in the game you can do this, but I'm going to give it red headlights, and I'm going to give it like red neon on the front. The two dream cars are Subaru ST9 R34. Magical hair. But, you have my word, I will definitely color this blue. I love that horn. I don't know why, but it's my favorite. Other than, like, truck horns. Yeah. My dream cars are the DeLorean, which actually have a Hot Wheels DeLorean on my armoire. Actually, if I could show it off, it's just a Back to the Future one, the hover mode one. But I saw it on a Tuesday morning one day, and I showed my mama it, and she decided to buy me it. But that's one of my dream cars. Another one, which is a bit of an odd one, because you would think, oh, a dream car, you mean like something really fancy, right? Like a Ferrari. One of my dream cars that I hope to drive one day, once I start driving, is actually a Chevy Malibu. Anyone, like, one of the newer ones actually would do fine. Because believe it or not, it has really good utility, like built-in Wi-Fi, it has GPS, hands-free calling, all that stuff. See, for me, a dream car isn't something fancy like a new Ferrari or a new Lamborghini or whatnot. My kind of dream car is something that I would like to drive, and it would get a whole lot of utility out of. You know, like something ordinary, something that's not over the top. Just something that can get me places and keep me safe and take me on some good adventures, you know? blue 800? Seriously. Blue is literally 817. Just for that. Is it like a hot color? Let me see how much the metallic version is. It's less expensive? Okay, I'll do metallic blue. That sounds fine. Of course, I won't be able to do the, I won't be able to do the bulletproof tires, but I do plan on putting them on this. But, I think metallic blue would be fine. Because I've always liked metallic paint jobs on cars. But yeah, my two dream cars are the DeLorean, just because it's a cool car, even though it wasn't really that great performance-wise, which is understandable, because it's more of a, hey, it's more of a novelty car. And blank rooms. I could try. Alright, Johnny Boy in here. Just call him Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy, oh Johnny Boy. I don't know. Wheels, wheel type, tuner. I mean, they look black. I don't have enough for the rims, so I'm going to leave them as is. As for a spoiler, nope. I'm flat broke. So, this is going to have to... How? That's alright. Because, like, I know the camera thing that shows me kind of blocks the view, but I was able to kind of see through it. And I only had, like, $1,189. Yep. Submission with this money. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Alright. No, let's do blow up 3. Back whenever I first started streaming, I used to do it daily, but nowadays I just stream whenever I feel like it. Like, I'll try and do it often, but I can't promise anything. So, all I'm saying is, if I don't stream a certain day, then I'm sorry. It's just whenever I can, whenever I decide to. Like, I don't have a job, but what I'm basically saying is I'll just do whatever I can whenever I think it's, you know, a good time to. But there will be times where I'll be like taking a break.
Hey! Oh,
view, buddy. Destroy the vehicles. How far are they? Nobody knows. Right, actually. Yeah, they're in the shipyard. There will be times where I'll stream on like my webcam. Like this isn't a webcam, this is the PlayStation camera. But I'm talking about like an actual webcam, like a USB one. And that's actually what I use for live coverage streams that I do to you know, provide live coverage to whenever I'm, you know, providing live coverage for, like E3 or a Nintendo Direct or something. Speaking of which, I really hope we get one. Seriously, we need one. Nintendo, come on. Don't leave us hanging. Don't text and drive, folks. Literally, I just looked at my phone and all of a sudden, just crashed into a car. Whoa! Close call. Almost became one with the railroad. Beep. Shut up, you'll live. Your car will live. The Class A tornado. Awesome. I mean, I did a Let's Play. And, I mean, I have a Red Dead Online series, but I don't know when I'll be streaming on it again. Because I'm actually kind of waiting for an update with like private servers and stuff. Not servers, but sessions. But I might do Red Dead streams if I find something cool or if I just want to play on there for a little bit. So yeah. The headlights are out. Crap. No matter. There's no need to fear. Oh crap. Whoops. I have an idea. Oh, I'm sorry, did I piss you off? There. That better? Ah! There's a net in here. Ah! Oh shit. Yes, I know I'm a piece of shit. That's the whole point. I'm a criminal in this game. Oh. Okay. Wow. I like how as soon as I killed that guy, my phone was like, ba-da-ding! Whoa. Hey. Yeah, I saw you. Damn it. Well, looks like we'll do this the old-fashioned way. Proxy mines, away! Like how they didn't even bother asking me, hey, did you blow up anything? No. Ah! What was that? Seriously. What was that? Seriously, those guys just came out of friggin' nowhere. Make a run, make a run, make a run, make a run! He's dead. That literally came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting those guys to just pop up because I was looking at my comments and I just died. Whoa! Whoops. I know, right? You ever seen a car fly over you before? Beep. Whoa. Luckily for me, I could just put it back in the garage in my apartment and it'll be just fine. Pretty cool. Shut up.
Great! Well done. You are very resourceful. I like that.
You're pointing an electrical box. You're insane. Like there's nothing there. He's just pointing an electrical box. You're insane. 11,000? Well, hot diggity damn. That is fine money. That is very fine money. Okay, I hate this mission. Alright, seriously, this mission right here can go to hell. This one! That. I think I've actually done it before. Alright. I assume you've heard of Meriwether security days. If it sounds like I'm tired, it's literally like 15 minutes till 11. Normally I go to bed at like 10, but I like staying up late sometimes. Ah! It's a freaking gnat. I hate gnats. Like all flying devils. You little flying devil, you! Yeah. Yep, there it is. Good as new. So, I assume we're gonna be flying high with a slow plane. And possibly being chased by birds. Whoa! Thanks for the tip, Mustang. Dominator. There's literally like a gnat flying around here, like in my room. So if I go like this or something like that, then that's why. We finished doing mission. I think the missions are done at like whatever time it is currently in game. So if you want me to wait until it's actually daylight in the game, definitely. Whoops. Also, I agree with so many people on YouTube when they say this. Why can't Rockstar just release a civilian version of the ZR380? You know that Nissan, like it's based on the Nissan 350 and 370Zs. Why can't they just release an unarmored variant without the paneling and stuff? Like, that'd be cool. Maybe in the next update they'll do that. Like, the ZR380 Sport or something like that, but I don't know. Like, I get that it's based on the car from Elysium, I think is where it's from. But I think it's also based on like something from Death Race, although I've never seen that. Oh, come on. Double come on. Come on to the extreme. I wonder if I have the power to end this guy's life. Who else wants to die? Music. Boy, you guys sure seem eager to chase after me. You did. That's what I thought. There's the plane. Oh, there's other guys over here. Oh! Oh, come on! There's more. No, crap. They just come out of nowhere. Seriously. listen, GTA 6 hasn't been unveiled or anything like that, so chances are, if it does have that, then they'll probably tell us, but until there's like confirmation from anyone, I don't know.
I've lost visual on the SP!
Where are they? What? Ah. Where? Dude, these guys are everywhere. Not really fair.
Die! Go in for the kill! Get your ass back! Reloading!
Seriously, these guys are freaking everywhere. Just why? Why are they everywhere? Why do they need to be everywhere? Ah, come on. No. 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 Seriously, there are so many freaking guys here. This.
Visual contact lost! Loser! You dirtbag! Take that shithead down!
Dude, how is this even remotely fair? There's a guy up there. Oh, come on! Don't do this. Man, I just lost one of the brothers. That's brilliant. No! That was bullshit. You can't be serious. Quick restart. I'm trying that bullshit again. Like, really. It's bad enough that I lost a propeller because of me blowing up that truck and trailer to see if I could kill anyone. And I have to start all this all over again? Really? Thanks, game. Appreciate it. Really enjoying that love and affection. outside. Chelsea's inside. Oh, come on, another guy. Please be enough to clear it. Yep. Our bird is airborne and didn't lose a life. Need a weaponized version of the Titan. Seriously, they need it. Much people are gonna be like, but then it'll be overpowered. Okay, well, what else is overpowered? Nothing. The term overpowered just means, oh, it's so powerful it can't be stopped. There's a way to stop stuff. So it's like 11. Who cares? Because I'm making some sweet dough. Some sweet dosh. I'm just glad I didn't even get killed this time around. That was smart. for $16,000, and it was worth it, even if I died. I'm gonna go into free mode, and then I'm gonna end the stream. Get this fucking net out here. the stream here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you did, then please like, comment, and subscribe, as well as turn on notifications and let your friends know all about this channel. And remember, if there's a net in your room, kick its ass and take its name and smush it. And that to do with this flying bastard. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time on GTA Online. Or whatever I stream next. I don't know. Anyways, night.